Stay black in America. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. Greatest country in the world for a black man or a black woman. We're going to talk about prostitution today. The earliest recorded prostitution was 2400 BC. Quite a long way ago. That means 2,400 years before Christ was born in the flesh. That long ago, this practice has been going on. And why has it been going on? Why do you think so? What do you think the need has been so bad? People want to get down, don't they? People want to have sex. Sometimes these women can serve as many as 20, 30 men a week or more. So there's a lot of men who press, can't get sex, can't get off, so here they go. They paying for it, man, because it's that feeling. They got to get over that hump, man. And it says China, India, and the United States are the biggest prostitution places in the entire world. And then we go back to here, we go back to 1800s in England, you know, white folks in London, England, stuff like that. They said during that time, it said it recorded the ones getting caught, about 8,600 of them getting caught doing prostitution, but more than 80,000 of them did it from time to time when they wanted to make ends meet or buy things or get other type of money, you know. In the United States, of course, you know, from 1770 and until now, prostitution has just been a part of the United States, man. Very visible. You see it all over the place. Then you see it a lot in Seattle out there. I guess at times get a little hard. People get that booty up, man, but they're going to charge you for it. They're going to definitely give it up. So we look at this prostitution, man, has been been a part of the economy for a long time. You know, so I think it's just like the crack. When crack was in the black areas, it was really a stigma, a really hard thing. They were called drug addicts and criminals and thieves and filthy. But when these opioids and other things in the Midwest or the white areas, well, that's like your mailman, your next door neighbor. You know, it's a different definition. I guess the same thing for the prostitution that's going on out there in California and Washington State and those areas where it's just basically predominantly white. You know, and it's like, well, hey, I guess that's your sister and your mother and whoever else. So you're supposed to look at them differently, not just look at them and say, well, that's a hoe. So that's where that thing goes. So the most important thing about this prostitution, I think men of all ages should avoid prostitution, should avoid paying for sex, should avoid it with a passion, because it not only does you degrade yourself, you cause your own bones to become weak. You degrade the whole society, because you got these women out there, you know, as the Bible said, walking around like a roaming around like a lion, seeking who they can devour. You know, basically that's what it is. Dressed in a certain thing, appealing to a man. He hasn't had no sex. He wants some, and she's there tootling. I got anything you want, give you whatever you want, however way you want it. You know, and leave a lot of men down to sin, because lust. You know, you can look at that same person and lust after them and not have sex, and the Bible says you still committed sin, right? So basically what you want to do is, man, try to avoid it with all means. You want to try to keep the economic dollar in your pocket, not put it in their pocket. In some cases, you know, they're being controlled by a male anyway. A lot of prostitution going to males usually control the prostitution. But you got freelancers out there everywhere. You got prostitutes and strip clubs, prostitutes all over the place, you know. So opportunity prostitutes. You got prostitutes. You got women that go out and date a man and go out with him and have you spend all your money on a dinner and a movie or whatever, a show or a club, whatever, have no intention of giving you any sex. Know that's the lure that gets you in there, so she can get that for nothing, not even give it out to you, which I think is kind of a depressing thing as well, that the guy figures he got to give everything and get some. It's better to go ahead and say what you want from the start. If somebody say, well, no, I'm not interested, you say, well, I ain't interested in spending money no way. I will say that, because either way, you're not getting what you set out to get. You know, whether you have verbally came out and said it, or you verbally come out and said, I'm not a prostitute. Why are you saying that? Well, like Dave Chappelle said, you're not a prostitute, but you got a prostitute uniform on. You're still doing the same thing prostitute. Look, you're trying to drag all the money out of somebody's pocket. Somebody go spend their time, their money, and all that, and then see you later, buddy. See you later, sucker. Lollipop born every day. I got the next day. Take out a woman in one place, and she done seen the movie 3 times. 3 of the guys took her out there. So pretty much, women along with men, it's different, because a woman can be hollered. Let's give an example. Let's say a woman from 18 to 25. She might get hollered at 2,000 times by males out of cars or anywhere, calling her, saying she's beautiful, saying they want to go out with her, saying they want to date her, saying they want to have sex with, all that kind of stuff. And a guy from 18 to 25, I don't know, he's lucky if he get 3 or 4. Women will holler out of one door, maybe 0, right? So these guys, man, are like been conditioned not to not to be able to get something, think that they need to become more economically sound, more money before they can get anything at all, and pretty much, that's what it is. So it's always been about money. It's always been about how much you got. Where you got a nice fine car you driving around in, where you got a big old house or a big old bankroll of money. That's why women gravitate toward entertainers. They gravitate toward athletes. They gravitate toward pimps or drug pushers, because these people got a pile of money and they can make their little dreams come true. They got little simple dreams. Maybe they want a little simple jewelry, a little simple pair of clothes. Maybe they want to feel like they're important, impressed. They want to get their hair done. Somebody can pay for it. So it's always been a thing like that, man. But I would advise all you young guys to this, man, to keep your money in your pocket. Don't even stare and lust upon these women. One thing you're going to do, you're going to avoid any kind of venereal diseases going to be out there. You can curb for the rest of your life. You're going to avoid those. You're going to avoid getting hustled and getting used to getting hustled, used to somebody taking your money, And when you're out there talking, you talk straightforward. You don't talk beating around the bush for somebody. You know what you want. I prefer to avoid sex, but we know that humans want it. Human guys want it. But if you want it and you're pressed about it, I think you should just be as straightforward as you can with somebody, so you're not wasting no time, wasting no money with them. You could be taking somebody who's a lesbian, and I didn't even think about having sex. You could be taking somebody who's just waiting for the next one on the rebound. So basically, man, you want to just you want to avoid that oldest profession in the world. So look, stay black in America. Until next time, subscribe to my channel.